Hi, this is Lo from Beyond the W, and thank you for joining us for another edition of One-on-One with Beyond the W. Today we have a very, very, very special guest, the current WNBA MVP, current third-time champion for the Women's Chinese Basketball Association, Olympian, philanthropist, freestyle hip-hop artist that I just found out about, the amazing Maya Moore. So thanks for taking the time to talk to me.
Absolutely.
So right now we are here in Westchester at her second stop of her Maya Moore Academy. Last week you were in Atlanta, Georgia, right? Right. So is this your first time in New York, by the way?
Not my first time in New York, but the first time having the academy in New York.
Great. So talk about a little bit about the camp so far and everything that you've been going through with the kids in Atlanta and the kids here. So for those who are not here, this is a great camp, by the way. So if you ever get the opportunity to send your daughters here next year, definitely do it. But for those of you who can't, obviously are not here, talk a little bit about what the camp entails.
Yeah, so the pillars of my camp are basketball, obviously, leadership, service, and character. So those are the pillars that make up my academy. And so we spend a lot of time on the court, learning skills, learning how to work your body, work on the court. Then we take them into the classroom. We talk about nutrition. We talk about mental toughness. We talk about being a good teammate. Just different skills and different things that apply to on the court and off the court. Aspects of life that will help you be successful, which I think differentiates this camp from other camps because we go a little bit deeper into off the court. And we bring it back on the court for competitions. There's constantly little bits and nuggets and wisdom that are being dropped throughout the day, little details that I think make a big difference when it comes to being a basketball player and a successful young lady.
Absolutely. So what were some of the questions that some of the players asked you today, actually?
Let's see, upstairs, goodness. I mean, players asked, some of the campers were asking questions about nutrition, just things that I eat. They were asking questions about, what it means to work hard and passion, and we talked about different things along my experience of earning championships and how to bounce back from failure. There were different topics that we talked about, but it was really fun to hear actually some of their passions and helping them to think a little beyond basketball as far as how basketball applies to their other areas of life. So whether that be if they're good math students, or they like to cook, or like to read, or how they even treat their friends or their parents, the same way you would treat a teammate as far as the respect and the positive energy that you want to bring. So they definitely had an array of questions.
And you talked a lot about character actually upstairs with the kids. So what do you feel are important characteristics that you need to have in order to be successful as an athlete?
Yeah, we talked about 5 major things that go into having good character. Sacrifice is something that character people really understand, that things that are worth anything cost something, so you have to sacrifice. We talked about working hard, work ethic. If you don't know how to work hard, your life's going to be pretty hard because that's what we do. We wake up every day, we work at something, and if you can learn that at a young age and learn how to enjoy your work, it's going to make your adult life so much more positive, worthwhile. We talked about earning things. Our generation is very blessed because we have a lot of privilege, but we can lack a mindset of earning things that we get. So just talking about earning things, we gave different examples, opportunities for them to earn some things. We talked about attitude, the mind, how your attitude and your mind frame have to be so strong and bouncing back from failures and the things I talked about with attitude and staying motivated and understanding how blessed we are to have our gifts and being motivated by that and being motivated by our teammates and our coaches and the people in our lives that love us. And last one, just talk about being a good teammate and how character people are always people who are thinking of others. You want to, of course, make sure you're taking care of your business and doing what you need to do. But at the end of the day, if you're not outwardly sharing your gifts and helping those around you, as well as receiving help in a humble way as well, why are we here? That's what it's about. So it's been good to see the ladies soak it all in. We gave them notebooks with the Jordan logo, my logo. So it's an official camp notebook that they were able to take some notes, write down some meaningful things, and just the idea of learning and writing and engaging in the classroom was something that I think they enjoyed today.
And speaking of Jordan, yesterday was the inaugural game of the first ever girls national game at the Jordan Brand Classic, and you were there to hand the trophies to the MVP. So what was it like to be a part of this first game, which is pretty monumental for a big brand like Jordan?
Absolutely. It's been a long time coming for so many people, but it's finally here. I think it's time, because there's so many ridiculously talented young ladies out there that deserve the recognition and deserve the opportunity to be around some awesome people in this brand that can help them be prepared for the next level. Getting a chance to interact with the girls actually throughout the week, not just yesterday, was pretty cool to hear some of their questions, to see just how talented they are, how athletic, and their energy and their appreciation for being there. I thought was really cool just to see that. And they put on a good game. It was a competitive game. The second half, they cranked it up.
That last 30 seconds, for those of you guys who were not there, that clutch three was ridiculous.
It was really fun. For not having played together but a couple of practices, they were hooping. Absolutely.
And what was it like when you originally got the call a few years ago to join the Jordan Brand family and you be the first female basketball player? What was that like for you?
Yeah. So after I graduated, well, not after I graduated, after my last NCAA game, I became open to having an agent, signing with a shoe and apparel company, and my professional life began. So there was a few different companies I was interested in and that were interested in me, and Michael Jordan putting in that request that he wanted me a part of his team was definitely monumental and never done before in the women's basketball world. But I was excited for the opportunity, excited for what we could do together for the game of basketball. And I chose to sign with MJ and his brand and the Jordan family, and it's been very exciting to explore the possibilities that I think we're just scratching the surface of.
Can we expect the shoe coming soon? Because you have the logo down pat.
We got the logo. That's the first step. You got to get the logo so you can put it on some product. But there's going to be some exciting things in the future. We're working for different creative ideas, whether that be shoes or clothes or different campaigns, different training opportunities. It's a process for sure, but I'm not going anywhere.
Well, we are waiting for your own.
I know you're waiting.
I'm waiting. I'm ready.
There's a demand.
I'm ready.
The demand is there. We're working on fulfilling that.
Well, congratulations, number one, on winning your third Chinese title over with the Women's Chinese Basketball Association.
Yes.
And that was an exciting finals from what I heard. Unfortunately, you couldn't see it here, but I heard that was really exciting. And you played Brittany Griner in the final game.
Every year, it's a grind. The WNBA is an extremely competitive league, so every year we go in knowing we have to work, we have to come together and handle our business if we want a chance at a championship. So I'm excited to know that the core of our team is coming back, and I'm looking forward to playing with some awesome fellow competitors again. And we're going to put it together. We're going to see what this group has, and the coaching staff are going to be awesome again as usual. And I'm excited to get back on the court in this tough Western Conference.
So I just want to know, personally, how do you do it? Because the turnaround is just so short from playing in China and playing in the postseason in China.
Yes.
Coming here, taking care of all your business affairs, signings and interviews or whatever it is you have to do, and then go right into training camp and play during the summer, and then doing it all over again.
Right.
How do you do it? Like, I'm amazed how some of you guys are able to do it.
It's really unbelievable, the lifestyle that we as professional women's basketball players live. I mean, whoever wants to create a reality TV show or just follow a player around for a year, I think will get a deeper appreciation for the amount of professionalism, the amount of work and discipline, sacrifice of just giving your time and your energy to the people that you're around every single day, because you're always a public figure, in season for the most part, having to be on all the time because you're performing. So it takes a lot of energy and effort, but I for sure have my energy from the Lord, and just I pray more and more every year that goes by to hang in there and to hold on and maintain and to be a light, despite the hectic schedule. I've got an awesome support group around me, whether that's off the court, on the court, through my teammates, through just different business partners and family and friends that help me feel loved and energized and revitalized. But I also try to take breaks, and I try to have my down times, my quiet times, my times where I'm just spending time with the people that I know are going to recharge me and that I can get love from, and to also love at the same time in a safe, healthy environment. So having good boundaries when it comes to nutrition, getting my rest, saying no to some things so that I can be ready and prepared to compete and travel and to be a professional athlete. But unfortunately, I don't even have it the worst. Most of the women in the WNBA are playing almost year-round, over in Europe, where they start in October and end in May. I stop in March, so I still get a couple of months to figure some things out as far as rest and seeing some family and friends, and then having opportunities like this to interact in my community. But it's a grind. It's something that takes a lot of discipline and help. But it's been successful for the last 4 years, going into my 5th.
Good. And the last thing I want to touch base on is one thing that I admire about you the most is you are very vocal about your faith. You make it known, whether you're talking about some artists that you listen to. Yeah. Like, because of you, I am a fan of Lecrae.
Okay.
You talk about books. I remember I read an article that you did with Reach Records, an interview a long time ago. You talked about some books that you've read.
Yeah.
I went out and purchased Boundaries with and Crazy Love.
So good.
And they're really, really good. So for those people who feel that maybe it's kind of hard balancing it, or maybe possibly being in the public eye, sometimes you don't really see a lot of people in the public eye that vocal about how faith has played an integral role in their success. Why do you choose to continue to make it vocal and put that at the forefront? And what advice would you have for people who are trying to get their foot in whatever door it is and staying true to their core values and their,
Yeah, I mean, this could be a whole other interview in and of itself.
It will be, hopefully.
Sure. I think one of the things that popped in my head when you were setting up the question is authenticity. I think it's hard to come by these days because we're always so aware of just how we come across. Being aware of how you come across is obviously okay, but sometimes you can sacrifice some just being genuine because you're trying to always put on a show. But talking about the core of who I am and where my success comes from, I'm just trying to be authentic and real and tell people the truth about what's really going on, behind the scenes. And it's really a perspective that I've been blessed to have mentors and family and different people come into my life to help me grow in understanding the real issues of life. And, basketball is obviously a platform and a game that has given me so much, and God has allowed me to have so many opportunities and experiences through basketball. But basketball isn't the end in of itself. It's a part of a bigger picture that I think is the gospel story. So, and I'm just trying to figure out how I can help continue to be a light and to shine the truth and to love and to encourage through failures and success in sport, out of sport, in every season that I'm in. So it's definitely a process. I don't know everything. I just figure everything out, but I do claim to know the one who does. So that's just what I try to communicate in a way that's appropriate for wherever I'm at. And there's just so many cool resources that I come across, and here in the States, we've got wealth of resources, whether it's books, music, entertainment's getting better, but that are just life-giving sources of knowledge. And so I just try to share those when I can, the things that have impacted me and given me life and given me truth and wisdom. I try to share it with people who are paying attention and are looking for some real meaty things, and not just surface level kind of low level things, which you can find a lot in our entertainment world. You know, there's a place for certain things that are a little bit lighter, but if I have the opportunity to give somebody something real, something of substance, I want to.
And you've been giving everyone nothing but realness, real basketball, real talent, real encouragement, real advice, and just real authenticity. And thank you so much. It was an honor and a privilege to speak to you today. And thank you for allowing us to come here. Remember to like and share, subscribe to this video, share it with your friends, and thank you again. Until next time, see you later. Bye.